Inviting a HubSpot user to your portal is done in 2 steps. First, you will define their role and access from your side, and then they will set up their portal settings from their side. In this video, we will detail these 2 steps to make sure you don't miss anything. So to invite a user to join HubSpot, all you need is their email address. So you need to go to Settings, Account Setup, and Users and Team. Here you will see the list of all the users that are already invited to your HubSpot account. And to invite a new one, you just click on Create User. Now you have 2 ways to invite your user on HubSpot. Either you have a CSV file with all the different mail address, or you can just type them one by one, is what I recommend, because if you import this CSV file, you will have to give to all of them the same access level, and that's not what we want, because we want people to be able to do what they're supposed to do on their HubSpot portal. So you can type manually an email address, press enter, but you can also manually add 2 at the same time that will share the same permissions. Once you're done with the email address, you click on next, and now you need to set up your user access levels. They are basically the rules that say what they can and can't do in your HubSpot portal. You have 3 ways to set them up. The first one is to use a custom permission set that we created in the last video. You will only be able to do so if you have an enterprise subscription or more. You can also have templates. So basically, HubSpot gives us, based on different roles, like classic roles of an organization, what the sales manager is supposed to be able to do or not on your HubSpot portal, what the service rep is supposed to do or not in your HubSpot portal, CMS developer, content marketer, etc. So basically, when we click on sales rep, we will have a small indication of what they can and can't do. Of course, it's just a template, so you need to make it match your organization. So what you should do is go to choose permissions and go through every single lines to make sure your user will have the correct access. In this case, a sales rep should not be able to view all contacts of your database. He should only be able to view his own contacts. So you need to modify it. And we never want anyone to be able to delete contacts, so we need to modify it as well. As you understand, it's really important to go through every single line of this menu, because giving the good access to the good people is the only way to make sure your portal will remain organized. If you have to follow one rule, is my golden rule for that process: only give what someone needs and only what someone needs. And you can also choose start from scratch, which is the same thing, but everything is turned off per default. Once you're done with your access levels, click on next, click on send, and your colleagues will receive an email, make them create their account and access to your portal. And now let's move to the second part, where a specific user will set up his general preferences. Just a quick break to inform you that this video is part of a free training focusing on how to set up your HubSpot portal in the most efficient way possible. This free training will be divided into 7 big modules, each addressing a specific key point of your HubSpot portal. And each module consists into several videos that will go deeper into a specific functionality or feature of your HubSpot portal. If it's not already the case when you watch this video, the videos in this series will be published gradually and they will be added to this specific playlist. I have also prepared a private web page bringing together all the different content of this free training and some additional bonus content. So to benefit of this free content and to be notified for every new chapter that is releasing, I invite you to click on the link in the description below. So when a new user will arrive on your HubSpot portal, he will have help windows and a presentation of the tool and a to-do list to get grips with the tool. These options are there to guide them in setting up their portal, but in our case, we want them to set it up according to our rules. So they can ignore these settings and they will need to go directly to Settings, View Preferences, General. And the goal here would be to set up every single tab of this menu. So first, the profile, which is classic. It's your profile picture, your first name, last name, language, date, time, and number format. Your phone number, which is not the phone number you will use to call leads, but it's a number that HubSpot will use to send you SMS or to securize your account. And they can also choose their default home page based on what they want. Then the email tab is really important because you need to connect your email account to your HubSpot portal to be able to log, track, send and receive emails within your CRM. If you do so, you will be able to see if a specific lead has open, clicked, reply to your email, and you will be able to collect a lot of data that are useful for your daily sales activity. And they can also take the time to set up their email alias, email signature, etc. Then we have the coding tab. Unfortunately, because it's a fake account, I can't show you how it looks. But in this one, you will need to connect a phone number that will be used to log, track, and make calls in HubSpot. And they also need to connect their calendar. So I already did it on this portal. The goal is when you will use the meeting tool of HubSpot, HubSpot need to be able to know if you're available or not to propose a good meeting time for your leads. And the last two tabs are not that useful because tasks is like per default settings when your user will create a task. Basically, this data will change for every kind of task. So it's supposed to make you save sometimes, but it's not that important. And the security is just to reset your password, play with two-factor authentication, etc., etc. So basically, it's important that you make sure every single user of your portal go through those different tabs to make sure HubSpot have all the key to allow them doing their operational work every day. I hope you enjoy this video. If it's the case, don't forget to put a thumbs up, to subscribe to this channel, and to save this playlist to make sure you don't miss any new chapter of this free training. And don't forget the link in the description below that gives you this free access to all the content of this free training, plus more additional content on how to set up your HubSpot portal in the most efficient way possible. For those who are discovering me through this video, I'm Grégoire, HubSpot expert for more than 7 years now, and I will see you very soon for more HubSpot tips.